Baringo County yesterday became the first county in the Republic of Kenya to reject the BBI bill. 3 counties have already voted yes to the bill. That is the Siaya County, which was the first, Kisumu County, which was the second, and Homa Bay County, which was the third. The proponent of the BBI requires 24 counties for the bill to progress to the next level. And there were drama yesterday in Baringo. Not because of any other thing. In my considered opinion, the vote in Baringo yesterday was not about the Building Bridges Initiative process. Granted, there are counties which are expected to vote no. Let me just try to share with you a list of those counties which are expected to vote no. There is Nandi will vote no, already they are in court. There is Bomet will vote no. Kericho will vote no. Uasin Gishu will vote no. Elgeyo Marakwet will vote no. West Pokot will vote no. Baringo was also expected to vote no. But why is the interest so much in Baringo County? Baringo County is the home county to one man called Gideon Moi. Gideon Moi is the KANU chairperson. Gideon Moi is the son to the former president, Daniel Toroitich arap Moi. Gideon Moi wants to become the president of the Republic of Kenya in the year 2022. So Kenyans were really waiting to see how Baringo were going to vote in this particular election. And let's face it, there was no way William Ruto was going to allow yes to succeed in Baringo. If yes had succeeded in Baringo, it would have given Gideon Moi the morale he needed to jumpstart his 2022 presidential bid. So there was no way Ruto was going to allow that. And if Baringo had voted yes, then again, Kenyans would have questioned the ability of William Samoei Ruto to command the entire Rift Valley. So he could not allow that. But Gideon Moi also needed to win in Baringo. Because failing to win in Baringo would also impact negatively on his 2022 presidential bid. And we're going to go into all those details in a minute. Now let me just go through some responses which I've seen of serious people responding on this particular matter of Gideon Moi. Donald Kipkorir is saying on Twitter that any political leader who can't deliver his county assembly to pass the BBI bill should not be allowed to sit on the high table. If you can't convince 30 MCAs, you aren't worthy to be entrusted with convincing 52 million Kenyans. Political leadership is about numbers. Now that's Donald Kipkorir. Let me also tell you what Mutai is saying, Lord Mutai, Abraham Mutai, his comment on that particular issue. He's saying, Gideon Moi is a billionaire. He can fund all MCA candidates in every ward in Baringo and turn the entire county a KANU stronghold county. He can obliterate any party, including Jubilee, in that county and decimate their fortunes. Many Kalenjin voters love 50 bob bribe for their votes. So again, if you listen to the tone of that tweet, it is clear that people believe that Gideon Moi failed the leadership test. And why do I believe that this particular vote was not about the BBI bill? It was purely a contest between William Samoei Ruto and Gideon Moi. Let's go back a bit. In 2017, just before that 2017 election, Jubilee Party or Jubilee Alliance was formed. It brought together all political parties which were supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta. So they agreed to fold. So TNA, which was headed by Uhuru Kenyatta, and URP, which was headed by William Ruto, decided to fold. KANU was also supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta. But Gideon Moi refused to fold KANU. So URP was folded, KANU remained. I remember during the launch of presidential Uhuru campaigns, because each party was launching theirs, William Ruto never attended that launch, but President Uhuru Kenyatta personally went there. That was the beginning of the problems. So when the general election came, William Samoei Ruto, who had realized that Gideon Moi was up to something in 2022, decided to come up with a strategy of stopping Gideon Moi from becoming the Senate of Baringo. Gideon Moi was running for the second time as the Senate of Baringo. So Ruto decided to bring someone who was contesting for the gubernatorial seat, Chelugoi, who was the most popular, was destined to be the governor for Baringo. So he prevailed upon Chelugoi not to contest for the gubernatorial seat, but contest for the Senate so that he could defeat Gideon Moi. But again, Gideon Moi prevailed. So that was the beginning of their contest. Then it didn't end there. After the election, remember the former Speaker of the County Assembly of Baringo was Kamket, who had just been elected now as a member of parliament. So Gideon Moi also wanted to influence the election of the Speaker in that county. Again, a contest pitting Gideon Moi and Ruto ensued. What followed was that William Samoei Ruto outwitted Gideon Moi, and the Speaker of the County Assembly of Baringo is a Ruto guy. Those are the realities. So the contest yesterday was not between the pro-BBI and anti-BBI. It was purely a contest between Gideon Moi and William Samoei Ruto. And I can confirm to you now that William Ruto has emerged out of this particular contest more stronger. He has managed through that stroke to really embarrass and shame Gideon Moi. Gideon Moi was being mocked the whole of yesterday and today on Facebook, on Twitter, on radio, that he couldn't convince the MCAs. Let's just get the figures. Figures are very simple here. 30 members, 30 MCAs voted yes. 11 voted no. So that makes it 41. 41 means Gideon Moi only needed 21. So Gideon Moi had banked on the nominated MCAs. Majority of them are in Jubilee. These nominated MCAs, 10 of them, failed to vote for him. I want to ask you a question. If 11 MCAs are already pro-Gideon Moi from all along, is there anything which stops Gideon Moi from convincing 10 MCAs to support this bill? So in my considered opinion, Gideon Moi has lost it. And he has lost it big time. Why am I saying so? After the vote, the MCAs there were claiming that Kipchumba Murkomen, the senator for Elgeyo Marakwet, was actually the one controlling, or is the one controlling the assembly. How can a senator from outside another county come to your county and control those MCAs? I am certain that Kipchumba Murkomen was being used by Ruto, but it's unfortunate listening to some of these MCAs.
Is still on.
Okay, can go ahead.
I'm Honorable Francisca Chebret, and I'm one person that I'm so discouraged to be treated as a that party in my own county. It is so funny that amongst the team who are talking today and saying no, what they were able to say was no. They were not able to explain to the people of Baringo what they were saying no to. And I'm so discouraged to note that out of some insights that we have, Honorable Murkomen, our old senator from Marakwet, is micromanaging Baringo from inside the county assembly. And we are saying that we have girls and boys born in Baringo, and we are very powerful and will not allow that. We know the team met Murkomen yesterday, and that is what they agreed to do, to pin down Baringo because of their differences in the Senate. We cannot be micromanaged from the Senate by Murkomen. Not that we are from Baringo and we will look for you. We are.
So that vote is going to impact big time on Gideon Moi. Why? Number one, Kenyans are not questioning the ability of Gideon Moi to mobilize and rally support. If you can't rally the support of 11 MCAs to support you, including the MCAs from his own ward, such a ward, voted against this document, then it means there's something wrong with Gideon Moi. In my considered opinion, MCAs are not very difficult people. Governors all over the country, even senators, are able to work with some of these MCAs. For the past 3 years, Gideon Moi, in my considered opinion, has never made any attempt to persuade these MCAs to even support him. I strongly believe so. I strongly believe so. Because what explains your own MCA not supporting you? I want to take you back. Last week, Gideon Moi hosted President Uhuru Kenyatta. He hosted Kalonzo Musyoka. He hosted Musalia Mudavadi at their home. Why couldn't he invite some of these MCAs to the home? Why? So those are Swalanyeti. And that's why, because he couldn't manage them, he decided to task Tuju with trying to win them over. Tuju could not. Tuju could not. Number 2 is the Rift Valley kingpin. Gideon Moi has always tried so hard to be the Rift Valley kingpin. He even went to Talai elders. He was made an elder and the community kingpin. Which community kingpin cannot rally support of his troops? Which one? In Nyanza, the MCAs are voting with their eyes closed. Because Raila Odinga has told them, this thing here is good for our country, our counties in Nyanza here. He went, held a meeting with them, and told them that this is the direction we are taking. What leader of a community is that which can convince 30 MCAs to support him? So automatically, nobody is going to take him seriously from Rift Valley. Number 3, his ability to persuade and influence politics in this country is going to be questioned. Kenyans are going to question whether Gideon Moi can persuade over 1 million voters to support him. Because this is not an ordinary guy. Gideon Moi has the money. So if it's a game of money, and this was a matter of life and death, unless he didn't look at it from that perspective, I'm sure Gideon Moi can decide to match Ruto. Money for money. His father, the former president Raila Moi, was highly respected in Baringo County. On that alone, these guys can actually decide and support him. So he lacks that persuasion power. He can't persuade MCAs. How will he persuade Kenyans to vote for him? And lastly, Gideon Moi is going to find it rough nationally. How will he negotiate with the rest on the table? How? Raila will be asking him, okay, you want to be the presidential candidate. Bring your numbers. He will be reminded about Baringo. He's going to negotiate with Musalia Mudavadi to leave for him the presidency. Mudavadi will tell him, okay, where are the numbers? You can't even command Baringo. What are you telling us? So it's going to impact on him seriously. While on the other side, William Samoei Ruto is going to celebrate. At least Kenyans now understand that William Ruto is controlling Rift Valley, including the home county of Gideon Moi. Those are some of the facts. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on this. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.